Nobody wants to sell their property, but owners definitely want offers for sure. There's only a few ways to find owners, okay? And so what you have to do is you have to figure out all these different ways. Now in the course we go over all of them, but essentially the job is that you have to build a list. You have to do Google Earth, Google Maps, driving for storage, all the different ways that we talk about finding owners. That's what you have to do. All right, so you have to build list of owners of storage. Okay. Right. How you do that, there's a lot of different ways. And I've taught this many times, but this is really the main step is finding the owners and building the list and creating a list of owners that you can contact directly to see if they want an offer. Right. So step 3 is, do you want an offer? Does owner want offer? Now notice that I said, does owner want offer? Right? Chandra says, do you want to know do you want to sell? Nobody wants to sell their property, but owners definitely want offers for sure. All right. They don't know if they want to sell. All right. They don't know if they want to sell until they see the number that you give them. Right. So you always want to, when you talk to an owner, you want to lead with, would you be interested in getting an offer on the property? Okay. So that's really what it is step 1 is find the owners. Step 2 is building a list of owners. Right. And step 3 is really calling the owners to see if they want to get an offer on their property. Okay. And then step 4, and I've been over in the course, there's scripts on what to say to the owner. There's a call sheet. There's all kinds of stuff. All right. A whole bunch of stuff that you need. Does the owner want an offer? Okay. And so then you call the owner and you say, hey, this is Stacy. Like, I'm just calling around all the owners in the area and just seeing if you're interested in getting an offer on your property. All right. And they say, yeah, I'd be interested in getting an offer. Sure. I'll entertain an offer. And it's like, okay, great. So these are the things that I need in order to run deal analysis. Now, when you're calling an owner, you can't be like, hey, send me over all your P&Ls, send me your financials. I mean, they're not going to send all their financials to some stranger on the phone, right? If you want financials, if you're the person that's like, I want financials, I want P&L, I want balance sheet, I want rent rolls, I want tax returns, I want it all so I can look at it all. Right? Then you need to be looking at facilities on Crexi, MLS, and LoopNet, or going through a broker. That's their job, is to put the package together for you. Remember, we're just cold calling. We're just calling random owners and seeing if they want to get an offer, right? So they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me send all that stuff over. No, they're not gonna do that, okay? So instead, you're like, these are the things that I need in order to run deal analysis. Look, all I want to do is just give you an offer. Like, the truth is I need to really see your financials and see it all, but I can give you an offer, and then based on the numbers that you tell me, this is the offer that I'm going to get. Now, the truth is, when I look at all the numbers, like when I look at everything and really do due diligence, like, the offer could change. Okay. But for now, let me just make an offer to you, because remember, we don't make one offer, we make 5 different offers, right? A cash offer, some creative deal structures, and a bank financing offer, or maybe we have a private lender, or whatever it is. So we don't make one offer, we make 5 different offers. That's what the deal analyzer does. Okay. So, and then what you need is just a few items in order to make deal analysis, in order to run deal analysis, right? So you need to be able to get the information from the owner to run deal analysis, right? You need to have, like, your vacancy. You need to have the square footage. You need to have the purchase price. You need to have the You need to have the cap, I guess the market cap rate. Okay, and then you need to have like the competition analysis or competitive analysis done. You need to have unit mix. And let's see what else. And then the competitive analysis is going to get you the opportunity, right? And this you don't really get from the owner. Okay, this you just get, but you can ask the owner, what is your vacancy? What's your total square footage? What's your purchase price? What's your unit mix? You can always ask them for expenses, but I mean, essentially, we just run our numbers at a certain percentage for expenses. And then, based on the size of the facility, it's either 30 to, 35% or something like this. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Stacy here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am here to teach you how to get your foot into this industry. You're watching this video because you want to learn how to get started in self-storage investing, or maybe you own facilities and you want to be a better manager, a better owner. That is what I do, is I teach people how to do that. So please like this video and also subscribe, hit the subscribe button, because that's what YouTube wants. So in order for me to get out the word on how to get started in this industry, I really need your help. Again, I appreciate you listening to me, and I'm here to help you on this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.